Hello and welcome to Caravan Escapades. Hope everybody is keeping safe and well. Right, I want to do another vlog on the Auto-Vox camera systems. This one really is about the mounting. I showed you those mounting devices and positions that I used in the last vlog. What I must say is the use of both dual cameras on the way up here was really good and worked really well. And I'll show you the view from in there anyway, but unfortunately all you're going to see is the back hedgerow of the pitch that we've got here. What has made a difference is the higher camera, and I think somebody asked me this in the very first vlog, does it make a difference when you've got bikes on? And yes, it does. It does basically obscure some of your view, but now I've got the lower down camera, that isn't so much of an issue. But again, if you've got bike racks, think about how you mount it and where you position it if you are only going to go with one camera. Right, I'm going to nip inside the car now and let me get the other camera running and probably show you what I mean about the issue that I've got. So I'm going to try and record this with two cameras now, just kind of to show you what I mean. And what I probably will do is just put the ignition on so some of these things all kind of power up and light up. So what I did, you can't see that in there, but I'll bring you this other camera up when it comes up. So what I did is I've mounted all the systems like this. So what I've got here is I've got the built-in display from the car. I've got my Avtech sat nav. This is the Auto-Vox display. And then this is my tyre power system. I found it a bit cluttered here, particularly on the dash. And Claire has found it a little bit inconvenient having that up there. This mounting arm that I basically got works really well. There's lots of different positions, but it all just seems for me too much up there. You can mount it down on the dash here and bring it up, but it is still bringing it up here. So what I did was I had a look around on Amazon and I came up with this, and I found this, and I will put a link in this. I will put a link to this below. This is a CD slot mount. Got the same adapter on the end that I need for the Avtech Tourer. And I'm going to mount it down here. What I've discovered, really, let me take this off. In fact, what I'll do before that, let me just show you the view of the two cameras, and hopefully you can see that okay. On the left here is the higher camera, that's the bike rack. Obviously you can see the hedgerow, and on the right here is the display that we've got down, showing low down from the number plate, looking away on the grass. Unfortunately, you can't see very much because we're backed up into the hedgerow. What I'll probably do, once I've got the screen remounted, and when we are towing back from the site, I'll basically see if I can get Claire to record some of it for you so you guys can see what it's like, and I'll try and drop that in the video here. So as promised, I've got Claire doing a bit of recording so you can see the live cameras in action. Claire, if you wouldn't mind just showing these. So that's the view you're getting from both of the cameras. Obviously you can see the one on the left hand side with the bike rack on. It is kind of taking off some of the view, but we don't have the bikes on that often or all the time anyway. So it's pretty clear view. That's the one at the top, that's the one at the bottom. The only issue I have been having is with a bit of glare. So sometimes I've kind of got to just move it around to stop the glare, but I might see if there's an anti-glare coating I can put over the screen. And also I think this mount, although it's probably the best position so far, it's got all this up and down movement and things like that, and I don't need that, so I'll probably swap it out for one that hasn't got that, which will take it just a bit closer. Anyway, hope you found that useful. Just in case you couldn't see it earlier on because of the glare, here's a better view of the rear view camera. That's the higher one. Obviously you can see the bike rack does have an effect on it, but you've still got a good view. And here's the low level one looking at the road, and obviously you can adjust those angles slightly anyway, but hopefully without too much glare you can see a better image of that one. So this is where I was thinking of mounting it. So if I take this off here, it's really not going to be too much in the way if it's down here in this position. So with this CD mounted slot, you've got adjustment up and down that length there, and you've got tilt there. I haven't even tried fitting this yet, but I will put a link to this down below. So I think it literally just sits in there. We tighten that up like that to keep it nice and tight. This is obviously a little bit difficult to do one-handed. This will probably need tightening up. Right, I'm just going to put the camera down while I tighten this bit up here, because I think I need two hands to tighten it up. Right, so I've mounted it up there. Now you've got the height adjustment up and down, and you can actually get one of these which doesn't have that height adjustment. So let's see how we get on. So I can sort the cable out later. Let's kind of drop that in there. Okay, that's certainly better. For me, actually, I think that's too high. I still think it basically obscures some of the display. So let's loosen this off, drop it down to there like that. Let's mount that on there. I think, in all honesty, I think the one, yeah, that's certainly better. Actually, it also sticks a little far out. Let's just kind of power this on. Let's get the cameras up there. I can tidy the cables up and bring those, you know, kind of around the back here and down here. I think at least having this arm gives me the flexibility. Let's just go, obviously, let's go to my normal nav on that. Not that I use that nav. With these cables tidied up, I think that is a far better solution, certainly having it mounted down there rather than up here. This is a good adjustable mount. It's a shame that I can't use this. Well, I can use it, but it's just going to cause too much obscurity. I could mount it further over there, but that is going to cause an issue for Claire as well. I could try and mount it on top and just bring things in line, but then I think I've got a big blocked gap. But yeah, I like this. This works well. It might work. It would be nicer maybe if it was a little further in, but I think we'll stick with this one for now. And what I'll probably do over time is try and find, you know, one that fits a little bit kind of closer in. But yeah, I think that works well. What do you lot think? In fact, I'll just show you guys me trying to take this one off and how tough on the screen it is. I mean, that one works really, really well. I do like this one, but it is just too much up there on the screen. So I'm going to keep this, though. I'm sure there's going to be uses for that going forward. But again, yeah, that works better. Those cables needed tidying up, but I can sort that. Well, I hope you guys found that useful. That's probably going to be the end of my series in the Auto-Vox camera systems. I might do another one and add into it just kind of after I've been using it for a few months and a few toes. As you know, the single camera worked really, really well for us when we were away in France. I've now added the second camera. Obviously, the downside that we see is having the bike rack in place, and that does obscure some stuff from the top camera, but fitting the bottom camera alleviates that and makes it a lot better. And we do get a good all-round view from the top camera and the bottom camera because you can angle those at different positions. So yeah, for the price point, I'm really, really impressed with the Auto-Vox. For the additional CD mount, I'll put a link in the description below for you guys. In fact, on all the Auto-Vox, there will be links to those different mounts, because I think it's going to be a case of whatever your setup is, whatever your vehicle is, how that best works for you and what else you might have in the windows. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell and we shall notify you when we put out more vlogs. Right, it's cold out here. I'm going to get inside. I'm going to get a coffee and get warmed up. See you soon, guys. Take care.